Something's stirring inside the Colts facility this week. It's quiet, the kind of focused silence that hangs heavy after bad luck strikes yet again. You can feel the unease in the locker room, the nervous energy rippling through a team that's once more patching holes at the most important position in football. Sunday's showdown with the Chargers looms large, and Indianapolis knows what's at stake. One wrong hit, one missed assignment, and this season could tilt from hopeful to desperate. Smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and comment below. This community runs on real fans like you. And the newest name entering that conversation, Brett Rypien. The veteran quarterback has officially signed with the Colts practice squad, adding one more chapter to a career defined by grit, perseverance, and a suitcase that never seems to stay zipped. Head coach Shane Steichen made it official on Wednesday, confirming Rypien will slide in as the team's number 3 quarterback, sitting behind Daniel Jones and rookie Riley Leonard. It's not a glamorous move, but it's a necessary one. Especially now that Anthony Richardson, the young and electric face of this franchise, has landed on injured reserve with a fractured orbital bone. For Rypien, this isn't new territory. Since going undrafted in 2019, he's bounced across the NFL map, from Denver to Los Angeles, New York, Seattle, Chicago, Minnesota, Cincinnati, and now Indianapolis. 11 games, 4 starts. A career that's looked more like a grind than a highlight reel. But ask anyone who shared a locker room with him and they'll tell you he's steady, he's prepared, and he never stops believing there's one more throw left in him. And that belief might be exactly what the Colts need right now. Because make no mistake, this team is walking a tightrope. Daniel Jones, the midseason acquisition and current starter, is holding down the fort. Riley Leonard, the 6th-round rookie out of Notre Dame, has the tools but none of the experience. And now with Rypien walking in, the Colts QB room looks more like a battlefield medic unit than a rotation chart. But if there's one thing Indianapolis has proven time and again, it's that they know how to fight through the chaos. And this week that fight continues, led by a veteran journeyman whose career might just find its next spark right here in Indy. The timing couldn't be more delicate. The Colts are clinging to rhythm in an AFC race that's tightening by the week. Every rep matters, every healthy player is a blessing. Losing Anthony Richardson to one of the strangest and most unfortunate injuries imaginable, an elastic band snapping during warm-ups, striking him in the face, feels like a cruel twist of fate. Richardson wasn't even in a game, yet he'll miss at least 4. And for a young quarterback who needs every snap to grow, this setback cuts deep. That's why the Brett Rypien signing isn't just a formality, it's insurance against chaos. It's Steichen making sure his quarterback room never collapses. Because if the Colts have learned anything over the last few years, it's that no position can unravel a season faster than QB. Luck's retirement, Wentz's struggles, Matt Ryan's decline. Richardson's injuries, each chapter different yet painfully familiar. Indianapolis has lived through quarterback instability like few franchises in the modern era. Rypien's resume isn't shiny, but it's resilient. His last start came in 2023 with the Rams, a rough outing in Green Bay that ended with his release just days later. Most players would have faded into obscurity after that, but not Rypien. He kept showing up. He joined the Bengals, backed up Jake Browning after Joe Burrow's injury, and quietly did the job until Cincinnati traded for Joe Flacco. He's 29 years old, still chasing snaps, still learning playbooks on the fly. That kind of persistence speaks volumes. And maybe that's exactly the kind of presence Shane Steichen wants around Daniel Jones and Riley Leonard, a calm, veteran voice in a room full of pressure. Because while Jones is capable, his turnover tendencies have followed him from New York. Leonard, meanwhile, is all potential: strong arm, quick legs, leadership instincts, but he's never thrown an NFL pass. That's a dangerous cocktail for a team trying to survive in a playoff race. Rypien might not play, but his experience can be a compass for a group that's still trying to find its direction. Colts insiders say Steichen has kept the messaging simple: control what you can control. That's the mantra circulating through the facility this week. Control your tempo, control your reads, control the narrative before it controls you. The staff knows that the Chargers game will test every ounce of that discipline. Los Angeles brings heat, real pressure off the edge, disguised coverages, and an offense that can flip the scoreboard in seconds. That's why having extra depth at quarterback isn't just precaution, it's protection. Still, this move also highlights just how fragile the Colts' season is. They're one hit away from throwing a rookie or a journeyman into the fire. But if any team has learned to live in that uncertainty, it's this one. Ever since Andrew Luck's shocking retirement, the Colts have been walking through quarterback purgatory, searching for stability, searching for identity. Maybe Rypien isn't the answer, but he's another reminder that this organization refuses to fold when the situation gets messy. And that mentality has become part of the Colts' DNA. Whether it was Jacoby Brissett stepping up when no one expected him to, or Gardner Minshew keeping them afloat last season, Indianapolis always seems to find someone to steady the ship. Now it's Rypien's turn to be that next man up, whether on the field or in the shadows, ready for the call that could come at any moment. Fans might look at this move and shrug, but those inside the building know better. They know every voice in that quarterback room matters. Every rep counts. Every signing says something about who this team is, a group that refuses to let injuries define them. And while Anthony Richardson heals, while Riley Leonard grows, while Daniel Jones carries the weight, the Colts are still standing, still adjusting, still believing. Because that's what this franchise has become, a lesson in perseverance disguised as a football team. So maybe Brett Rypien isn't here to save the season. Maybe he's just here to steady it. But sometimes in the chaos of an NFL year, that's exactly what a team needs most. Comment below. This space belongs to everyone who lives and breathes the Indianapolis Colts. We're alive, we're loud, and we're just getting started.